I now put the question that the schedule to the bill be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget Appropriations Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that the schedule as amended be the schedule to the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
Members, I propose a question that clause 3 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, don't order. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, you have amendments to this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I'd like to move that clause 2 of the bill be amended by deleting the words 2,187,580,892,628, appearing after the words the sum of, and substituting therefore the words 2,188,892,628. Thank you.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will have many of that opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
Members, I now propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. And there being no amendment, I put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
Members, I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now call, that marks the end of it. Order, members, order. The Honorable Makali Mulu, the Honorable Kaluma. Be clear of the aisle. The Honorable Chairperson move for reporting, because this is the end of that particular bill.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question.
Chair. Let me take it again.
You want to take it again?
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you. All members, order. Order. All members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments. Whereas many of that opinion say aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. So members, that marks the end of the two bills in the committee.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
That have accepted the new regime of virtual asset transaction. And this one will facilitate the flow of capital in businesses, in investments across the country. So it's something that we have to support it and ensure that we comply with it and align our legal framework to this particular. Thank you, and I support.
Thank you. Honorable Mukunji.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the area of virtue assets, you find that this is one area that very many young people have embraced. Honorable Speaker, while we are looking to tap into that, Honorable Speaker, it is important also the government to do the right investments to empower and ensure that young people are able to grow in that area, especially, Honorable Speaker, the ones that actually we have not been able to provide jobs for, Honorable Speaker. Well, as I feel we have rushed to go and tap into those taxes, because, Honorable Speaker, it is actually a place that government has invested the most little money, Honorable Speaker, in the Honorable Speaker, this industry. But I feel that, Honorable Speaker, there is a need now that obviously, while we are not passing this bill on this side, the majority side and obviously the government side, the broad side is going to pass it. It is important that we do the right investment.
You will come back. Hold your thought. What is out of order, Honorable KJ?
If Honorable Speaker, Honorable Mukunji must be responsible for the veracity of the statement that he makes on this floor. The statement he's making is totally out of order, Mr. Speaker, to claim that there is no investment being made in the digital space by the Kenya government, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, this gentleman ought to familiarize himself with the digital master plan that is rolling out digital points in every constituency. And if in his constituency is not investing, Mr. Speaker, he should say that it is in his constituency that the investment is not happening. But nationally, Mr. Speaker, there is a grand plan that is rolling out digital centers in every single ward of this country, Mr.
Thank
Speaker.
you.
And I want to call upon Mr. Mukunji to set up his digital innovation hubs. We shall equip them for the benefit of his people in his constituency. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, that was an uncalled for interruption, Honorable Speaker. And I want to say that it is not about the promises. And Honorable Speaker, we have been through this. We have seen the promise of Grammys, the promise after promise, Honorable Speaker. We have done the investment, Honorable Speaker, in our constituency. I'm actually doing very good with my digital hubs. But, Honorable Speaker, that does not tell the government to come after those young people that are trying to make a living and trying to make it. When, Honorable Speaker...
The Honorable Mukunji. The Honorable Mukunji. You know, you're a young man I like so much, but I would like that when you give you a chance, you be factual. It's very good to debate factually, so that when you're speaking, I don't have so many of this. You know, the Honorable Mwango, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Inasmuch as the government side declares that they're supporting digital content creation and the new what they call the economy, the digital economy, I would want to ask my brother from Dagoretti North, through you, Chair, what are they doing to the restraints that are being put on digital content creators from Kenya not to enter Tanzania, the likes of Jakamfain, the other digital content creators that are venturing into Tanzania, and these people are being asked and they are being declared non-grantor to Tanzania.
Thank you.
What are you how are you addressing that issue?
So
it
what
matters
happened?
when we are creating the digital economy.
Thank you. All members, we are on clause 38 of the finance bill. Honorable Mwago, a very good question, which I would like you to bring through the normal processes of Parliament. Just do a question. It's a very good question. No, it is not his job to answer questions at this point in time. All members, I put the question that clause 38 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 38 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Those opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 39.
All members, I propose that clause 39 be part of the bill. Chairperson. And I want you to be a bit faster now.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 39 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment relates to when you have been deregistered as a taxpayer in terms of your PIN was deregistered, and you apply for reinstatement for your PIN, KRA should make a decision within 90 days.
All members, that is self-explanatory. I propose the question that clause 39 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 39 be amended as proposed by the chair. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 39 as amended be part of the bill. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 40.
All members, I propose the question that clause 40 be amended. Honorable Mwenje, what is the problem? That is per se. No, members, I propose the question that clause 40 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, clause 40.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 40 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where we are exempting non-resident individuals, Honorable Speaker, when they are opening an account within financial institutions and investment banks, that we waive the requirement to have a PIN, a KRA PIN number, Honorable Speaker, because it may not necessarily be registered for tax in Kenya.
All members, I propose the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 40 as amended be part of the bill. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 41.
All members, I propose the question that clause 41 be part of the bill.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 41 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, as we recall, this clause 41 is where the commissioner may, the issue of what we call pre-populated returns, or where they give you information, say you have earned this income and supposed to pay tax. Honorable Speaker, we realize that this would be very dangerous if KRA is not mandated to give you the source of the information. The doctrine of law say that no one should be self-incriminating, and the burden of proof should be on the commissioner. So now, therefore, this requirement is requiring the commissioner, when they do an assessment on you, they give you the source of the information, Honorable Speaker, and so that we're not. So
members, I propose the question that clause 41 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 41 be amended as proposed by the chair. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Members, I put the question that clause 41 as amended be part of the bill. As member of opinion say aye. As member of opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 42.
Members, I propose that clause 42 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, clause 42.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 42 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment is just seeking to correct cross-reference errors and provide for taxpayers for administration actions safeguards, Honorable Speaker, as explained on 41 above.
Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, what's out of order?
I can clearly see clause 41A. Certainly, it cannot be clause 41. That is why there's a need to it.
Order. This is how it works, Honorable Member. That at the committee, when we have a new clause like 41, a new clause like 41A, we finish all the clauses of the bill, then we come to the new ones, which we do a second reading on first before we go to the committee. So that's okay. I think you needed that information, and it's all right. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 42 be amended as proposed by the chair of Finance Committee. I put the question that clause 42 be amended as proposed by the chair of Finance Committee. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 42 was amended be part of the bill. Will as one of the opinion say aye. Will as those opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 43.
Members, I propose the question that clause 43 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment, I put the question that clause 43 be part of the bill. Will as one of the opinion say aye. Will those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 44.
Members, I propose the question that clause 44 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 44 be amended as per the order paper, and this we are we are proposing a deletion of this particular clause, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment relates to institutions that do withholding. So if an entity withholds tax, or if an institution is a tax withholding agent and fails to withhold that particular tax, but the taxpayer pays the total tax, then the institution that failed to withhold should not be penalized, because after all, the total tax was paid by the taxpayer, Honorable Speaker. So that's why we disagree with the National Treasury on this and takes the view of the public that this clause needs to be deleted.
Members, I propose that clause 44 be deleted. I put the question that clause 44 be deleted. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 45.
Members, I propose that clause 45 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, the committee is proposing a deletion. I beg to move that clause 45 be amended as per the order paper. This is where, Honorable Chair, when agency notice is issued by Kenya Revenue Authority, this is on the power of Kenya Revenue Authority to give you an agency notice, Honorable Speaker. This would mean that if they do an assessment on you, even before you appeal, then they can issue an agency notice to your bank, Honorable Speaker. We disagree with the National Treasury on this, support the views by the members of the public, and therefore support its deletion.
Members, I propose the question that clause 45 be deleted. The Honorable Kaluma.
Yeah, Chair, on this particular one, I wanted to request the audience of the members, because I disagree with the committee and I'm opposing this amendment. Chair, what is being proposed here, Honorable Chair, is that you will have agency notices being stayed until you are done with the tax appeals tribunal. When you thereafter appeal, Honorable Chair, you should apply for stay in the High Court. The fact of filing of notice of appeal up to whatever level you want to go should not automatically, stay, your agency notices. And what was confirmed, Honorable Chair, out of the cases that are pending in the High Court on appeals, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court, over billions and tens of billions are being held, even if those appeals are frivolous. I was going to request the committee to drop this proposed amendment. We leave what is passed as is, so that the higher courts on appeal can determine whether or not to issue stay or not that it is automatic. So that where there is a frivolous appeal, you are obligated to pay. And I'm taking that from the fact that the Tax Appeals Tribunal is an impartial body which has heard the people, prior.
Honorable members, the Honorable Wandeto.
Thank you, Chair. And I think this was a very bad proposal, and it is sad that the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury would even contemplate doing something that is very unconstitutional. Because, Mr. Speaker, this is almost like saying, if you are arrested, you can start serving your criminal sentence even before the judges have heard you. And just in case they determine that you are innocent, you will just be released. When agency notices are issued, your property has been confiscated. Even if you win, some of the damage cannot be undone. So we are just saying that the Cabinet Secretary, at least on this one, please, don't bring things that are even unconstitutional.
Thank you. The Honorable Akili Muriu.
Thank you, Chairman. I'd like to add my voice on this clause. Again, purely because under our Constitution, you must exhaust the process of the law before the applicant can enjoy the fruits of litigation. Now, in instances whereby in the tribunal, the respondent, or maybe the taxpayer, is dissatisfied with the outcome, then he has right to go to the High Court and the Court of Appeal, and even possible the Supreme Court. Now, when you stifle that process, and yet is guaranteed under the Constitution, it is work infiltrated, because one will go to court under the Constitution and declare the clause unconstitutional.
Thank you so much, Mukili. The Honorable Minority Leader.
Chair, on this one I want to agree with the amendment proposed by the Chair. And for the first time also I want to agree with the Wamunyoro group. Chair, let us even...
What is the Wamunyoro group?
They are here. Wamunyoro group is here.
Okay, go ahead.
Nowadays, I am the caretaker.
Go ahead.
Chair, I am the caretaker of Wamunyoro Group in Parliament. They sit behind me. I am the caretaker of Wamunyoro Group in Parliament. That's the truth.
The Honorable Wamboka, what is that of order?
They are orphans. They have no people in Parliament.
Honorable Junet, can you take your seat? No, Honorable Junet, take your seat. Order, take your seat. The Honorable Wamboka, what is that of order?
Chair.
Check the next mic. The one with the Gasairo, yes. Order.
Honorable Chair, it is your duty as the chair to ensure that members debate with the decorum. I would want Honorable Junet, is Honorable Junet in order?
The Honorable Wandeto and Co. Can we listen to the Honorable Wamboka?
Honorable, no, throw them out, Honorable
Wandeto. What makes you think that you must have the mic all the time? No, the Honorable Member for Busia. The Honorable Wandeto, please, don't test my patience. I'm a very patient man, you know that. The Honorable Wamboka, go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, it is your duty to ensure that members of this House debate with the decorum. Is it in order for my leader, the minority leader, to refer to some members of this Honorable House, Honorable members, giving them a funny name, Honorable Speaker, by calling them Wamunyoro Group? Is that fair, Honorable Speaker? Is that fair? And can he withdraw and apologize, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Junet should withdraw and apologize, or you can throw him out of this house.
Right. The Honorable Junet, please go ahead. No. Order. The Honorable Junet, you have two options here. You will substantiate or withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, the first and the truth is that Wamunyoro is a village in Kenya, found in Nyeri County, and it has a house where people meet and discuss things. So why are people running away from Wamunyoro in Parliament? This is a small group who behaves like a militia in Kenya that only talk to themselves and people who don't understand anything in Kenya, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, this is a militia group. Yeah. But Mr. Speaker, Chair, I want to say this on that amendment. That Chair, and I said I'm agreeing with them, because KRA can issue agencies, Chair, frivolously.
So on this Wamunyoro issue, yes. Take your seat, Honorable Junet.
Chair.
Because this has to be clear. Take your seat. The honorable members who contributed, who are claiming to have been called wrongfully. Order. The Honorable Wakili Muriu and the Honorable Wandeto. Someone claims you belong to Wamunyoro. Do you or do you not?
Mr. Chairman, I'm in Parliament by the virtue of being a member of Parliament.
Give the mic.
For Gatanga constituency.
Order.
And my full
Give
name.
the mic. Order. Order. The Honorable, on this matter. On this order. On this matter. The members who contributed on this matter on this side, who would claim not to be or to be, are the Honorable Wandeto and the Honorable Wakili Muriu. So it is for them to respond to this matter. Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, two wrongs do not make it right. Yes. And Mr. Speaker, the fact is very simple. Unless now we deny our names, we say there is a Kasongo function and a Wamunyoro function, then we will be equal. I want to say our Wamunyoro and the Kasongo function.
Okay. The Honorable Wandeto.
Mr. Speaker, Wamunyoro is a village somewhere in Tetu. So unless Junet substantiates what he means by Wamunyoro group, if he means people who associate with the former deputy president, yes, we proudly do associate with him, if that is his meaning. But otherwise, okay, Wamunyoro is a village in Nyeri.
Wait, the The Honorable Kibagendi. Go ahead. Use this one. Use the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is working.
Honorable Chair, the regular vexatious points of order are not in any way adding value to the discourse we have. We need to make progress, and we need to ask the Linda Ruto group to stop constantly.
Now, listen to yourself. The Honorable Kibagendi. Listen to yourself. The Honorable Junet, proceed on the business we had on the floor.
Chair, it is a matter of fact. It is a matter of fact, Chair, with your permission, that now we have Wamunyoro group and Wamitego group. There is also Wamitego group. They are also smaller in number. They are very few. Wamitego group. Wamitego are not in parliament. They are found outside parliament. And Wamunyoro is found inside parliament, but they are few. It's a militia group that we want to deal with. But having said that, Chair, I want to disagree with my member, Honorable Kaluma. Chair, KRA can sometimes issue notices of agency without any proper audit, in a frivolous manner. Chair, if we don't allow Kenyans to appeal against that, then Kenyans will suffer. Chair,
thank you.
There are many business people who have suffered in that manner. Even the Constitution says you are innocent until proven guilty. Even the
members,
Constitution.
I now put the question.
This is the only thing I agree with the Minyoro group. And there are only 5 of them in parliament.
Members, I now put the question that clause 45 be amended as proposed by the chair of finance committee. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now, this was a deletion, and therefore clause 45 is effectively deleted. Go ahead.
Clause 46.
Members, I propose the question that clause 46 be part of the bill. There being no amendment there, I put the question that clause 46 be part of the bill. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 47.
I propose the question that clause 47 be part of the bill. The Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 47 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, our committee is deleting this particular clause, Honorable Speaker. And the importance, Honorable Speaker, is this particular clause was seeking to stop manufacturers to be able to claim the overpaid input tax, Honorable Speaker. After public participation and listening to Kenya Association of Manufacturers, Honorable Speaker, we agreed that this proposal would be bad, Honorable Speaker, for manufacturers, and therefore we're supporting its deletion.
All members, I propose the question that clause 47 be deleted as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 47 be deleted. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 48.
Members, I propose the question that clause 48 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
So, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 48 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this is where we have issues of pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker. We agree that we need to leverage on technology, Honorable Speaker, in doing our returns, Honorable Speaker. However, we are also putting an obligation to the authority that they will have to give a taxpayer a chance to amend the pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker, and therefore, if your populated returns shows that this is your liability, you will be given a chance to amend, Honorable Speaker, and to prove, so that we do not have KRA now coming for everyone and giving fictitious, Honorable Speaker, assessment that the taxpayer is not able to to amend, Honorable Speaker.
Oh,
We are
members,
also
I
putting a
propose
requirement that you have, even when you do not need to amend, we are requiring the taxpayer to be the one to accept those particular pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker.
So basically, it's to ensure that if you're using technology and there's an error, you're able to correct the error. Oh, members, I propose the question that clause 48 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. The Honorable Member for Nandi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. From the onset, allow me to appreciate the committee and the people who took part in the public participation for this particular amendment. Honorable Speaker, we must honestly leverage on the issue of technology, and most importantly, Honorable Chair, we have had people who have had penalties from KRA because they did not know what to put. So the introduction of the pre-populated return has been a lifesaver, and we appreciate that it is actually given to the person who's supposed to file the returns so that they can be able to see what fits into their business and even ask for an amendment or an addition or subtraction of the same. So I do support this particular amendment, Honorable Chair.
Members, I put the question, therefore, that clause 48 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will someone, as many of that opinion, say aye? As many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question, therefore, that clause 48 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 49.
Members, I propose the question that clause 49 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 49 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where the proposal on the bill was to delete the exclusion of public holidays and weekends on the days that are calculated by Kenya Revenue Authority. Honorable Chairperson, witnesses of taxpayers that appeared before us were telling us, for example, on a Friday, sometimes the system is down, and therefore you're not able to do your filing or your amendments until on Monday. And therefore, excluding, therefore it's important that we exclude these particular weekends, Honorable Speaker, and public holidays, so that it's also fair to the taxpayer, Honorable Speaker.
Members, I propose the question that clause 49 be amended as proposed by the chair. Members, I put the question that clause 49 be amended as proposed by the chair. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that the clause 49 is a deletion, so we don't have to include in the bill. Next clause.
Clause 50.
Members, I propose the question that clause 50 is part of the bill. Honorable Chair. Clause 50.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that clause 50 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Speaker, this particular provision, again, came from our amendments, was informed by the members of the public, where the penalty that was being recommended for failure to, where we're saying where the Commission is not satisfied by the reasons given under Section 2, the taxpayer shall be liable to pay the higher of the following: 2 times the value of tax due. Honorable Chair, giving penalties of double the tax due, Honorable Speaker, is unfair. It's not a good proposal at all, and therefore we are recommending its amendment to now be 5% of the tax due, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that clause 50 be amended as proposed by the chair. The Honorable Wundo.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and let me thank you, the committee, for being extremely reasonable. This was punitive. I have never seen such a punitive arrangement like what you are proposing here. You can fail to do these things not by intentionally, by accident, by failure of something like that. Honestly speaking, thanks for listening, but again we keep on asking. Whoever drafted this bill is not a Kenyan. He's not a Kenyan. He does not have Kenya at heart. Thank you.
The Honorable Junet, what is out of order now?
Chair, I want to remind my colleague, Honorable Oundo, it doesn't matter who drafts a bill. What matters is what we do in this house. That is what is important. And you know, he got lost of me to Mr. Mwananchi. I want him to come back.
In fact,
there's some serious indoctrination there. He's a very good doctor. Chair, we need to come back.
No, the point to be made, other members, the point to be made, the Honorable Wundo, you need to listen to this. The point to be made here is that members are not allowed by our rules to impute improper motive unless they have evidence of it. So members should desist from making statement that would impute improper motive on another member or on anything without evidence. The Honorable Murugara. You can use this. Sir George.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. A punishment must be proportionate. Sometimes it's required that we have to look at what is reasonable and what is unreasonable. I think the proposal to double the punishment was a bit unconscionable. And now we feel we've agreed with the population of Kenya that what is reasonable is what is being proposed by the chairman, and we thank him. Number two, for this house, remember there are various ways they bring laws here. Whether they come from the Star Chamber, which is known in history, it doesn't matter. What matters is what we do as the representatives of the people, which is what we are doing now. Thank you very much. I support.
You know, Honorable Speaker, I was standing on a point of order when Honorable Oundo was speaking, and he spoke very well to support the amendment that has been done. But, you know, I was wondering, Honorable Oundo, when it comes to now voting, he votes the opposite. And don't you think that is gross misconduct? Because, and even Honorable Mbui, he supports the bill, but when it comes to voting, he votes the opposite way. He says nay. Now,
order. The Honorable Pukose, how did you know that the Honorable Mbui and the Honorable Oundo are voting no?
Honorable Speaker, you know there are just a handful of them. So I can see there by acclamation how they are shouting. Yeah, and I know how Mbui shouts and my friend Oundo shouts. So I know the two of them.
Oh, members, I
support the amendment.
I now put the question that the proposed order. I now put the question that clause 50 as amended be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 50 be amended as proposed by the chairman of Finance Committee. As many of that opinion say aye. As many of that opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Members, I therefore put the question that clause 50 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I hope Oundo didn't vote nay this time round. The Honorable Honorable
Chair, on a light note, the Honorable Pukose said that he can distinguish when Honorable Oundo and Honorable Mbui are voting because they're only a handful. But on this particular one, they were not a handful. It was only Honorable Mbui alone.
So at least on that one, he was right. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Clauses 51 and 52.
The Honorable members, I propose that clauses 51 and 52 be part of the bill. And because there have no amendments, I put the question that clauses 51 and 52 be part of the bill. As per the opinion say aye. As per the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
New clause 41A.
Members, I propose the question that new clause 41A be part of the bill. The Honorable Chairperson, move this for second reading.
Honorable Chairperson.
Clause 41A.
Yes, Honorable Chairperson, beg to move that new clause 41A be now read a second time. Honorable Chairperson, this particular provision is a provision that is seeking to require exporters to maintain particular documents, Honorable Speaker, and maintain them for a particular period of time. What you've seen, Honorable Speaker, is some mischievous manufacturers. Instead of them being manufacturers, they become repackagers, for example. And you can remember even the case we had, I think, a year ago of edible oils, where oils were coming in this country as being called it's a refined product, but only to know to find out it's a raw material. So two problems: they get tax exemption even when they're not manufactured, Honorable Speaker, and they export jobs to other countries. So this requirement, therefore, we require them now to have these particular import documents, so that in case the Revenue Authority needs to check with them, Honorable Speaker, they can do that.
Honorable, I propose the question that new clause 41A be now read a second time. The member for Kirinyaga.
Honorable Speaker, Chair, thank you. I rise to vehemently oppose this provision. Honorable Chair, what the Chair of Finance is not cognizant of is that majority of Kenyan importers do informal sourcing. They consolidate, they ship via third parties, demanding for provision of these documents will kick out small traders and small importers in the industry and ensure that it bolsters and only leaves cartels to that importation industry. Further, Clause 4 also gives the Commissioner ultra-vires arbitrary powers to ensure that they can disregard any importer's claims unless those documents are provided. They know that the people in River Road, Kirinyaga Road, Gikomba, and everywhere where small traders import will be impeded, and this will be a barrier to importing for small traders.
Thank you so much. The majority leader. Majority leader, giving you the chance to speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this amendment. And just to clarify, Honorable Speaker, this, if you look at the amendment, the way it is drafted, it is actually doing the opposite of what Mheshimiwa Honorable Njerimaina is saying. What has been hurting our small-scale traders in Nyamakema, in Kamukunji, wherever they are, those who import even the consolidators of goods, is because the situation as it pertains today, if we were not to do this amendment, you will be required as an importer of goods, whether you are importing 2 cartons or a container load, to have a certificate of origin from every manufacturer of what you bring in, even for consolidators. And what the chair and the committee has done, having listened to all our small-scale traders, is to cure that problem, and that is what now the amendment seeks to clarify. And therefore I want to say, if we truly value the people who suffer because they are not importing from in bulk, and they are not importing from...
Leader, I would like to listen to a point of order, please. Let's listen to a point of order.
Honorable Speaker, the majority leader is misleading the House. I can confirm because I have been a small-time importer. There is no point where someone who is importing 2 cartons or 3 cartons needs a COO. Inform yourself. Do not mislead the Kenyan people or members of parliament.
Order. So before you come in, the Honorable Majority Leader. So the Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, what do they provide now? When they import into the country, what this document do they provide now?
If you consolidate goods, you do not require a COO. You pay VAT, you pay customs, and your goods are released to you.
What do they use? Order. What do they use? What do they use to know that
an invoice? An invoice.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
No. The majority leader was on his feet, so it is his chance yet. No, you're going to come in. Okay, do you want to be informed by the chair?
The chair can inform me.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, Honorable Chairperson, that is why it is very important to take your time to read. And I mean to read. Section 44A of the Tax Procedures Act currently states as follows, and this is the law. This section applies to all goods imported into Kenya. No person shall import any goods into Kenya without presenting a valid certificate of origin to the commissioner or an authorized officer. That is the law. So if the honorable member has been importing without a certificate of origin,
she says with an invoice.
She has been a smuggler.
With an invoice. Okay, Honorable Chunga, please proceed to wind up your...
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker,
order.
If you can continue
allow members to also contribute. The Honorable Order, the member for Kirinyaga, you have debated well. You've raised a point of order. I've given you a chance. Let Honorable Majid also have their chance, please. Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, you know earlier, Honorable Chair, the Speaker, when the substantive Speaker was here, he said, he quoted Shakespeare. Was it Shakespeare? Yes. And said, the law is an ass. The Honorable Njerimaina is a lawyer. The chair of finance is an FCPA. But in CPA, when we are going through our CPA studies, we also study a bit of commercial law. Thank you, Chair, for informing me and educating those of us who are not lawyers, and even including the lawyers who may not have read the law on the provisions of the law. Because that is a fact as it is. Honorable Chair, Number two, before the Honorable Njeri Maina was born, I was trading in Nyamakema, Pilot Corner on Duruma Road, as a small-scale importer. So I am speaking from experience, and what the chair has said is indeed true. And this amendment is now making it easier for our small-scale importers, leave alone the big importers who can get from manufacturers easily certificates of origin. The small-scale Nyamakema importers, these are the people we are helping. And this amendment came from public participation when the chair and the committee, because I observed the public participation. Why would you want to deny those small-scale traders in Nyamakema? The leader of minority wants to inform me, Honorable Chair, I can oblige to that information.
The minority leader.
Chair, I want to inform the majority leader that one of the problems that we faced in the last election, and people, we could not get any votes in your area where you do butchery work, is because the former regime introduced and told small-scale traders and consolidators to bring certificate of origin. This government is addressing that. They want people to bring their goods, the small group, without any hiccups, without any problems. Instead of this Wamitego and Omunyoro group appreciating that, they are still making noise.
Please wind up.
Honorable Chair, as I wind up, what the Honorable Junet says is indeed true.
Which one? That you are a butcher man or what?
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
When I left Nyamakema, I also ran a butchery in Kikuyu Town, and I am still a meat trader to date.
Okay.
And I am very proud of that because even my late father was a meat trader all his life. Honorable Chair, I wanted to agree with the Honorable Junet. Indeed, last month, a relatively middle-aged man, because he wasn't young, so in his early 50s, about 45 years old, from Wemuto here, died and lost his life following an episode that he went through under the last regime, when he imported goods worth, I think, about 25 million shillings. And those goods were touched one afternoon by Fred Matiang'i, then as Cabinet Secretary for Interior. That man suffered, slipped into depression, got a lot of other complications, health complications, and we buried him last week in Kabete. This amendment is coming to address those unfortunate small traders who suffered under the last regime. Traders who, these people who are calling themselves the group, don't want to
take your seat.
Speak for, you want to finish them. You want to kill other Kenyans. We cannot allow you to kill other Kenyans. The way they were killed by Matiang'i, we will not allow you.
Honorable Gisairo, what's out of order? Now give it Honorable Gisairo. Honorable Gisairo, what's out of order? Order. Use the mic next. The mic next is working.
Honorable Chair, we are here to debate and, of course, to also learn. But to learn on truthful and objective, reasoning. Honorable Chair, is it right to say that Honorable Matiang'i burnt somebody's goods? That is unfactual. As a person, is there such an evidence that implicates Matiang'i in the person? Honorable Chair, you see, we can sit here listening to the butcherman, but he cannot go to that extent of naming persons directly. That is wrong.
Point taken.
Ruto is killing people. Do we start?
The Honorable Kibagendi, what is out of order? Is it the same thing with the Honorable Gisairo? He's on a part of order already.
Honorable Chair, it's inappropriate for the majority leader to imply that His Excellency Fred Matiang'i, the incoming president, actually decided to ban someone's goods. Yet we know we are a few days away from.
Order. He's on a point of order. He is on a point of order, so you have to wait for him to finish.
We are a few days away from commemorating the death of very many young people that were slaughtered by this regime.
The Honorable Kibagendi, did I order? I need to get this clear. Order. I need to get this clear from you. Did the Honorable Ichung'wa say that the Honorable Matiang'i killed someone? Now, the Honorable Ichung'wa, did you say those words? No, I've asked the Honorable Ichung'wa, not you.
I was going to call you Honorable Ichung'wa.
Go ahead. Did you use those words?
What I said, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairperson, I said a man from Kabete Mwemuto died out of depression. What I said Honorable Matiang'i did as Cabinet Secretary was touching the goods worth 25 million shillings. Why were they touched, Honorable Speaker? Let me even make my point so that I finish this debate. This is very personal to me. Because these are people I traded with in Nyamakema. They are people I know in person. I know their families. I saw the suffering that person went through. He used to live in Kitisuru. He moved to a one-bedroom house in Memuto. Honorable Speaker, why was I saying it? Because the Honorable Njeri Maina purported to be speaking for these Nyamakema traders. Why are you required to provide a certificate of origin? So that you certify that the goods you are bringing into Kenya are not counterfeit goods. Why was that gentleman's goods touched on the 23rd of January 2018? Because they were said to be counterfeit and no verification had been done. These are the painful episodes I'm talking about when Junet said that they could not get votes. It is so painful, Honorable Speaker, and I'm at pains. I would rather not even go beyond it because I don't want to break down.
Thank you.
But it would be very shameful for any member of parliament today not to protect the small traders in Nyamakema, in Kamukunji, because you want to play politics of Aminyo, I don't know.
Well said, Majority Leader. Thank you. The Honorable Junet.
Chair.
Go ahead.
Chair.
Order, members, order.
Chair, can you protect me? Chair, with your permission, Chair.
You have my permission.
I really feel, Majority Leader, I really feel the pain the Majority Leader is feeling. Chair, we were in this country, Chair, when small-scale traders' goods worth 1 billion shillings were touched at the river, Mr. Chair. And it is for a fact. I was a friend to Fred Matiang'i. He was a very powerful man. That's the truth. Number two, Chair, it is true that the former regime destroyed goods using the excuse that they don't have certificate of origin, goods over 1 billion shillings, and that has killed people. There people died of depression. People lost their blood.
Honorable members,
that is what this regime
I now
is
put the question that the new clause 41. I put the question that the new clause 41A be now read a second time. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now propose the question that the new clause 41A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 41A be part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
New clause 44A.
New clause 44A. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 44A be now read a second time. Honorable Chair, this amendment is interrelated with the new clause 47A that's coming next to address the challenge of taxpayers using the court process and to pay their outstanding principal taxes.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 44A be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 44A Being out a second time. As one of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now propose the question, members, that the new clause 44A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 44A be part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Next.
New clause 47A.
The new clause 47A was amendment by the Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the new clause 47A be amended as proposed in the order paper. Honorable Speaker, this is in a way interrelated to the clause 45 that we just had a debate on. And the justification for this, Honorable Speaker, this amendment seeks to remedy the abuse by taxpayers who want to evade the payment of taxes using our court processes to avoid payment of the outstanding tax liabilities, and it provides very good safeguards of refund or offset of the amount, so that you do not go to the Court of Appeal or the High Court on frivolous appeals, and if you succeed with your appeal, you will get your full refund of what you had paid to KRA. I beg to move.
So, members, I propose the question that the new clause 47A be now read a second time. I put the question. The Honorable Mwananchi wants to say something on it. Please allow him.
Now, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, I think we need to be serious as a House. Because this clause, and I just want to address the Majority Leader on this, this is very easy to defeat in court. Why propose a clause that goes against our Constitution? If you look at Article 48, 47, and 50, it will be very easy to defeat this provision. KRA it is not in the business of refunding. And how many times have you seen KRA refund money? This issue of even offsets, it doesn't happen. So let us be serious. Denying businessmen the chance to have their money to continue trading it in exchange to giving it to KRA that they will be refunded, whether it takes 1, 2, or 5, 10 years. That is the most unfair system that you've ever seen.
Thank you.
And I believe this clause should not go through.
The Honorable Junet.
Chair, I stand to oppose this amendment. Chair, this is an affront. It is against the Constitution of this country. Because, Mr. Speaker, fair hearing, administrative justice, you are innocent until proven guilty. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, this thing reminds me when Tom Boyer brought a bill to this House to create the one-party state. And when people opposed, he said, what are you fearing? If you have no problem. Chair, this is something that is going to kill the businesses of this country, and we must oppose it as a House. Chair, this one we must oppose.
Honourable members, order. Because it's a new clause, I want to give an order. Order, members. I want to give more members on this, but please, I want to plead with you. Please debate the matter on the floor. Don't go on a tangent. Please. The Honorable Nikal.
Chair. Thank you, Chair. Chair, the simple fact of this amendment is, if a decision has been made against you and you want to appeal, this thing is saying you have to pay first, then you appeal, and that at the time you are appealing, you first of all pay the tax. So in that case, this is actually... Yeah,
you'll allow
why don't we wait for the
Honorable Junet, you'll allow Honorable Nikal to make his point.
So, Chair, this is intrinsically wrong. You have appealed, and a decision has been made against you, or you have been taken to the tribunal, a decision has been made against you, or you want to appeal that decision, you are being told you pay first, then you make the appeal. That at the time you are making the appeal, you actually pay. And if then the appeal, you succeed in the appeal, then the tax will be refunded. And then you may choose to use it to offset the tax.
Thank you.
I oppose this one.
Thank you. Honorable Kajuang.
Chair, I have not spoken since this debate began.
But members, be careful. You will be the first target of this thing. You will be the first target of this thing. As long as KRA decides that you have not paid, or that you have filed nil returns, or that something is wrong with you, you will be the first one to pay. They will take all your money. They will put Kaluma. Now listen.
Order, members. You know,
listen to
I don't
senior
understand.
lawyer speaking.
Order. There's a member on his feet, and all of you are all up there with your hands up. It's not right. Honorable Kakusha, put your hand down.
Yeah.
Allow the member on his feet to contribute.
Go ahead. Vote for this. Vote for this at your own expense.
Thank you, Honorable Kirima. Honorable Kirima.
Chairman, what I know is first, I raised a point of information, Chairman, to the minority leader, that whoever brought the law of Chairman, can I be protected? Chairman, I need protection. I need protection, Chairman.
Honorable Kirima, go ahead.
Yes, on point of information first, I want to collect the minority leader that whoever brought the law of one party, it was not Tomboya, it was Charles Jonjo.
Honorable Kaluma, take your seat and listen carefully to the person on the floor.
Let the minority leader run that one, so that they cannot misdirect this court, this house again. Secondly, Chairman, on the cross which is before us, we cannot divest the court on its authority, because we cannot gag the court on any law which it wants to make, because it has what we call inherent jurisdiction.
Thank you. Honorable Osoro.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, sorry.
But I gave two this side before I gave the other side one. You're being unreasonable. And I won't allow you to be unreasonable. I gave three this side. Only one person on that side. Why not? Honorable Osoro, go ahead.
Honorable Chair, when you read this particular amendment, this particular clause clearly, it talks about the tribunal, the High Court, and the Court of Appeal. Honorable Chair, who goes before the tribunal? Even on the face value, it clearly states that it can't be a criminal matter in nature. You don't take a criminal to a tribunal. It is a civil matter that goes before a tribunal, Honorable Chair. Now, anytime a civil matter is before a tribunal, people are compelled, in most cases, to pay damages to the other party if they lose a case. Now, what this particular clause intends to do is this. If you've gone before a high court in civil matters, and then you've been awarded damages, the person who intends to appeal against the damages that have been awarded will be required to pay that damage, or before they appeal, they pay a certain amount of money before they appeal. So this is not about criminals, and it's not against the Constitution, as the Honorable Mwente is saying.
Member Fonyali.
In any case, you are quoting Article
Member Fonyali, thank you. Member Fonyali. Member Fonyali. Member Fonyali.
Asante sana.
Honorable Kinan, you get a chance to speak on this matter after. Member Fonyali.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa. Ningelipenda kusema hivi Mheshimiwa. Unajua sheria zingine tukipitisha, wakati mwingine watu wanapitisha sheria kwa sababu wako katika upande ambao unawafaa. Mheshimiwa Spika, hii sheria ikipita, hii ni nchi ya mtu mle mtu. Hii sheria ikipitishwa itakuwa inadhulumu kila mtu. Kibiashara itadhulumu. Kama utakuwa unafanya biashara itadhulumu mtu. Kisiasa, nyinyi hapa ambao mnashabikia hii, kisiasa itatumiwa wakati ambapo Mheshimiwa Spika, tusishabikie ukiritimba, tusishabikie kwa sababu tunataka kushabikia. Tuangalie sheria ambayo italinda kila mmoja wetu. Sisi hatutakuwa wabunge hapa mpaka milele. Kesho utakuwa raia na itatumiwa dhidi yako Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo mambo ya kusema eti KRA ipewe mamlaka na nguvu. KRA tayari inafinya mtu kabisa na kukamua. Ikipewa mamlaka zaidi itaitumia vibaya. Wacha sheria itumiwe vile ambavyo inafaa.
Honorable Kaluma.
Asante.
Honorable Kaluma.
Chair, this is the information we have, that out of any appeal, and we have so many of them from the High Court to the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. Once a person files a notice of appeal, there is an automatic stay. And what has happened is that even very frivolous appeals, monies which are due to the government are being held. We are told this is over 59 billion now on frivolous appeals. What happens in all civil cases is that once you lose in the court of first instance, you will, as a condition of appeal, be required to deposit security. You will. What you are now being told here, it is not a discretion. It is not discretional. What you are being told here is that you will make payment, and after 90 days, if you are successful, you get your money back. And like now, what is the problem?
Thank you.
What is
the Honorable Kainan.
Let me say, there is no breach of the law.
Thank you. The Honorable Kainan. And please, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes each, the way of anyone else. Go ahead. The chance is Honorable Kainan now.
Chairman, we support, Chairman, we support the government, but we must also be prepared to legislate for posterity. This particular amendment is not only unconstitutional, it's unreasonable, it's untenable, it doesn't apply. We're just applying our minds to a particular scenario. And I want to tell you this, as a person who has been around, tomorrow most of us will be out of power, and you'll be the first victim. And therefore, I oppose this in totality.
The Honorable Nyamita. The Honorable Nyamita. What is out of order, the Honorable Jeanette?
Chair, thank you.
Chair, I've listened very keenly to Honorable Kaluma. And Honorable Kaluma is saying the courts normally tell people who have cases to deposit security. It is the courts that decide what securities you put. That is what we want that to happen. Chair, I'm proposing this. I want to help the KRA.
Okay,
Chair, I'm proposing this. We are a legislative house. If we want to help KRA to collect more funds through these cases, we have put a law in place that says that petitions, electoral petitions should be concluded in 6 months. Let us bring a law here that says tax matters should be concluded in court within a year, so that everyone can get a fair hearing. Otherwise, today I am in power, tomorrow I'll be out of it. I don't want to be used against me.
Approach your counterpart and propose that to him.
If Munjoro gets power, what will happen to me?
The Honorable Nyamita. The Honorable Nyamita. Just give him the mic. Any mic around there.
Chair, thank you. I wanted to contribute on this matter, and I rise to vehemently oppose this particular amendment. Chair, I speak as someone who runs a small kiosk, and I've had an experience with KRA. And this is not a matter of, Kaluma, this is not a matter of denying government revenue. And I want to urge Kaluma that in as much as we know, I want to urge Kaluma.
This is not order. This is not a Kaluma amendment.
Chair, the experience that we have had with KRA, leave alone when you are seeking refunds. There are many times we have received notification from KRA on wrong taxation. And sometimes they block your account, they stop you from doing business. Small businessmen, this can be actually taken, it can be used against small businessmen. And I tell you, Chair, if you look on the balance, KRA has a higher say.
Honorable Nyamita, do you have Honorable Nyamita, do you have been informed by the Honorable Majority Leader?
No, not yet. Not yet, Majority Leader. Not yet. My leader, I respect you, but I don't want information for now.
I proceed.
I wanted to say, Chair, we oppose this one. If there is a matter that people are actually procrastinating within the court process, this particular house has the opportunity to pass a legislation like my member so that we ensure that it is. But this we oppose in its totality. It will affect all of us.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think it is important that we understand what our Constitution says. Under our Constitution, access to justice, the right to appeal, must be exercised and respected without undue regard to technicalities and financial limitations. What this provision implies is that if you do not have the money to pay what has been demanded of you, you cannot appeal. In other words, it is a provision that is taking away the right of appeal from Kenyan citizens.
Thank you very
It is
much,
a
Majority Leader. Thank you.
Finished. Take it
Leader.
out.
Honorable Chairperson.
But you know what I'm wondering is, members, I've given 3 on this side in a row. I've not given anybody this side. Why don't you allow me to also give here this side too?
Honorable Chairperson.
Go ahead.
Honorable Chairperson, I just want to make two issues clear.
Go ahead.
Honorable Chairperson, 2 issues clear. One, that I would be seeking to move a further amendment on the question of the principal tax to at least 50% of the principal tax. And this is the reason. This is the reason. This is the reason, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I thought we agreed this is a house of debate.
Could we listen to...
And that is why I have quietly listened
order, just
to
a minute.
all the
Order, members. Order, members. You know, it is good when I protect you to say your opinion, you feel I'm doing a good job. I should also protect him so that he gets his opinion. It's not just fair that when you're saying yours and you think you're right, it's fine. It's not a good thing. Let's listen to Honorable Chungwa in silence. Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, I was seeking your indulgence to move the amendment in an amended form to at least 50% of the principal tax. This being the reason, Honorable Speaker, and Honorable Kaluma has said it very well. One, your first point of call once you are assessed by a KRA is not the High Court. Neither is it the Court of Appeal, neither is it the Supreme Court. The Tax Appeals Tribunal is your first point of call. And that, Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me, Honorable Speaker, from the heckling by the member for Suba South.
No, you're protected. You go ahead. The member for Suba South, you've had your chance. Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, when you get to the Tax Appeals Tribunal, who is the Tax Appeals Tribunal? It is appointed by the judiciary. It is a quasi-judicial process. So nobody is denying you a right to appeal the decision of KRA. That being said, Honorable Speaker, what pertains and what informs this amendment? And that is why I'm even moving the further amendment to at least 50% of the principal tax. KRA will send me an assessment, if I use myself as an example. They will tell me you owe us 100 million shillings in taxes, you owe us 20 million shillings in interest, and further
Kaluma, will you listen to the
10 million shillings as penalty. The principal tax is 100 million. What has been happening today with tax evaders? And Honorable Speaker, I seek that you lend me your ears for a minute, because we are speaking about taxpayers. Not all taxpayers are assessed the volumes of money I'm speaking about. And not all taxpayers have the luxury of affording to even to go to court or even the Tax Appeals Tribunal. The large taxpayers, large corporates, are the ones who are misusing this particular provision in our laws. What are they doing? I get assessed 100 million. I go to the Tax Appeals Tribunal because it is a quasi-judicial process independent of KRA, because it's a court by itself. Or after mediation with KRA, you first mediate with KRA. KRA tells you, okay, we agree, do away with the penalties of 20, pay us 120. I am not satisfied. I go to the tribunal. At the tribunal now independently assesses my assessment and tells me, we agree with you, you should not pay 120, pay the principal of maybe 80 and interest of 10 million, pay 90. What do I do as an intelligent business person? File notice of appeal in the High Court, get a stay. KRA, in the meantime, doesn't collect any revenue. Honorable Speaker, I begged, and I want to beg the member for Kirinyaga. You have had the opportunity, let me be
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Don't use a turn of
you go to the High Court, you get your stay. Probably the High Court says, we agree with the tribunal. You go to the Court of Appeal. By the time you get to the Supreme Court, not less than 78 companies have wound up when the process is still in the process of courts, and they go and form new companies. So what am I seeking to do, Honorable Speaker, in this amendment? To protect taxpayers, diligent taxpayers, Honorable Speaker, ourselves, for those who don't have side hustles here, we are diligently paying our pay as we want. Diligently. So are millions of other Kenyans, struggling Kenyans, who are diligently paying their taxes. People are registering companies, including foreigners, and they use these processes to evade tax. That is why, Honorable Speaker, I have begged to move a further amendment so that you have your first point of call in mediation with KRA. You don't agree with KRA, you go to the Tax Appeals Tribunal. After the Tax Appeals Tribunal, Honorable Speaker, when in commercial law, those of you who are lawyers, when you have your property being auctioned by a bank, you know, after, I think, the High Court process, by the time you are going to another court, at times the court does ask you, what is not in dispute, please put it in an escrow account in the court or with the court. Should you succeed to get back your money? Should you not succeed? Somebody asked here, Honorable Speaker, because I was keenly listening, who will, and it is actually Honorable Mwananchi, if he can finish, because I want to answer him. If you can allow me 1 minute to answer him. When does KRA ever refund? That is why, if you look at this amendment, we also say that you can even utilize the money in your future tax credits. And Honorable Speaker, the money can also be put in an escrow account. And if it is only 50% of the principal, not principal plus penalties.
Thank you.
Plus interest.
This is
and I beseech you, we support this to protect the small taxpayers who have no wiggle room, who have no powers to fight in court. We protect them.
Thank you.
I beseech you.
This is the direction. Order. This is the direction from the chair. The Honorable Minister will amend the proposal he has on the floor, and then we'll vote on it. With order of order.
But you know, I respect the majority leader and I respect the chair, but a ruling was made here by the substantive speaker. Thinking through it, has the majority leader complied with the Article 114 as read with the PMF Act? Everybody, every member here, whether you are majority leader or whether you are a member for Kikuyu or for Ruaraka, you must comply to Article 114.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I confirm that this amendment we are dealing with is not among the ones that were excluded, because order. It is not being brought. Order is not being brought now. It was the order paper. It was processed normally. What is order? I have just allowed the majority leader now to proceed to propose his further amendment. It does not materially change what. Honorable members, the decision on this matter will be made by you, but I cannot refuse a request for further amendment. Honorable Majority, go ahead, propose a further amendment, then we'll vote on it.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that further amendment, that 56A1 be further amended by deleting the word there after shall pay, so that it is shall pay 50% of the principal tax, determine the decision being appealed against, and under 2, that a notice of appeal shall be accompanied with proof of payments of the 50% of the principal tax.
Thank you, members. So you all heard the amendment, members. I now put the question. Order. I now put the question that the new clause 47A and the further amendment to it be now read a second time. Will have another opinion say aye? Will the contribution say nay? Of course, the nays have it. All members, order, members, order. Order. I confirm that they have the numbers for division, and therefore order the division bell to be rung, so that we will get this to a division. It will be rung for 3 minutes. Umboko. Nitie Umboko akae kidogo dakika moja mkogo.
related costs to ensure efficient.
Takusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao wameridhika kutuita tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Tutakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tulikutanika hapa na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote atakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako ziendelezwe na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Honorable members, I'm delighted to see such overwhelming quorum in the House at the beginning of the House. I must say congratulations too. I must also apologize to the House for starting the House a few minutes late. Parliament has been studiously keeping time. Is because I was in consultation on certain important matters. We'll now start the House. Clerk.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader. Give Naomi the mic.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Thursday, 18th June 2026, afternoon sitting. Number 1, reports of the Auditor General and financial statement for the years ended 30th June 2023, 30th June 2024, and 30th June 2025, and the certificates therein in respect of the following schools. Number 1, Chania Girls High School, Kiambu County. 2, Kijabe Girls High School, Kiambu County. 3, Kisayani Boys High School, Makweni, and 4, Moi Boys High School, Kisaigau, Taita Taveta. Number 2, reports of the Auditor General and financial statement for the years ended 30th June 2024 and 30th June 2025, and the certificates therein in respect of the following schools. Number 1, Baraka Otoye Secondary School, Kajiado. Number 2, Nunkopir Girls Secondary School, Kajiado. Number 3, Oloseus Girls Secondary School, Kajiado. And number 4, St. Monica Munyaka Girls Secondary School, Nyeri County. Number 3, reports of the Auditor General and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025 and the certificates therein in respect of the following schools. Number 1, Cardinal Otunga Girls High School, Bungoma County. Number 2, Chesamisi High School, Bungoma County. Number 3, Friends School, Kamusinga, Bungoma County. Number 4, Lugulu Girls High School, Bungoma County. Number 5, Moyale Boys Secondary School, Marsabit County. Number 6, Kalonya Girls National School, Busia County. Number 7, St. Brigide's Girls High School, Trans Nzoia County. Number 8, St. Joseph's Boys.
Person, thank you for the opportunity before the vote. Honorable Speaker, you know, I said we are a house of debate and we make collegiate decisions as a house. And when we make decisions as a house, they affect all Kenyans, the Kenyans we represent. I have had very extensive discussions when you are lobbying here on the floor with the leader of minority and with the chair of the Finance and National Planning Committee on this particular issue. And I take great exception to what, or rather note with appreciation what the leader of minority, Honorable Junet, said, that probably, as much as we want to deal with tax evaders and people who want to evade tax, we also need to look at other laws. And especially what Junet said, we can also look at the laws that will make it compulsory for our judicial process to be concluded within a certain period. And you know, I am a leader who listens. And I have listened. And I have listened to the honorable leader of the minority party, leader of the party called ODM. And because we are in a broad-based government with ODM, and the broad-based government is very responsive and listens, and because I am also leader of that broad-based government in the House, having listened to the Honorable Junet, having listened to the chair of the Finance and National Planning Committee, and my very able deputy and whip, the Honorable Silvana Sosoro, assisted by Naomi Wako, we have agreed together with the leader of minority that we give this matter more time for further consultations and see how we can realign it with other laws. Because the amendment as proposed, and as further amended, will not cater for the concerns, for instance, raised on the the expedient resolution of cases in court. And let me say this, Honorable Speaker, because I am saying that because I want also to save our time. It is now 20 minutes to 8. And we need to go to our families. I will ask your indulgence that I withdraw both the amendment and the further amendment pending further consultations so that we are able to proceed. And I thank you all for your energy and determination to do what is right for Kenyans.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, the Honorable Junet, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Chair, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my counterpart, the leader of the majority party and the leader of the broad-based government in the House, Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah. Mr. Chair, this is a listening majority leader. This is a man who wants this country to prosper. This is a man who wants this country to go and become first world, Mr. Speaker. Majority Leader, Mr. Chair, this is a listening government, and this is a listening leadership. On that note, Chair, I want to say this. Mr. Chair, I want to say this. On that note, Chair, the minority traditionally sits on the left side of the Speaker. Of late, I have been invaded by a very few militia who are making noise behind me.
Thank you.
Called Wamunyoro and Wamitego. They have just invaded where I'm sitting, Chair, and I am giving them, I'm giving them space to sit here. Otherwise, they should be on the other side of the house. But they are shouting more than they are right on this side. What I'm going to do from next week, I am going to excommunicate them from this side so that they become partyless, they become stateless, and they become committeeless.
Thank you.
Yeah, I conclude.
Please do conclude.
Chair, I'm concluding by saying this.
Yes.
We had extensive consultation with the majority leader. We have discussed this matter and we have agreed that we need to do further consultations in the interest of the people of Kenya. It is true that we have people who are evading taxes and using the judiciary system to make sure that they don't pay any tax. We are going to address the matter holistically, and in the soonest possible, we are going to bring here legislations that is going to make sure that every taxpayer commits and pays his taxes.
Thank you. The Honorable Mbui. The Honorable Mbui.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to, Chairman, I want to agree with the two leaders. But as a matter of concern, we must confirm to Kenyans that this decision is not a decision to withdraw, because a decision has already been made by the House, and members have already voted, and you have already announced the result that this has been lost. So, Mr. Speaker, there is absolutely no way you can go back, and there is no standing order. There is absolutely no standing order. This has been lost. It is no longer in law. We move on to the next clause.
Honorable, order. Order. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. You know our rules. That voting by acclamation or what you did earlier is a procedure of voting. Voting by division is a procedure of voting. So until this is done to the end, nothing is spent. And so the voting by division is a process. The clause concerned has been withdrawn before we finish that process. So the matter is callous, finito, withdrawn, and no further amendment on it. Let's proceed with the matters that are remaining. I order the bars to be opened and we proceed with the matter. There's nothing out of order. The matter in question has been withdrawn. We will proceed with the next clauses of the matter.
Provisions relating to the Miscellaneous Fees and Levies Act, Cap 469C, Clause 53.
Members, I propose that Clause 53 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 53 be amended as per the order paper, be deleted. That means I beg to move that Clause 53 be deleted. Honorable Chairperson, this particular clause is very important to make sure that the Kenya Revenue Authority is adequately resourced to enhance revenue collection and strengthen tax administration. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 53 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. I now put the question that Clause 53 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. May, as many of that opinion, say aye. Will that opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question that Clause 53 as amended, Clause 53 has been deleted, therefore there's nothing to be part of the bill. Next clause.
Clause 54.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 54 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment to it, I put the question that Clause 54 be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 55.
Members, I pose the question that Clause 55 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 55 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this particular amendment it also speaks to what I had spoken to earlier about manufacturers of LPG gas. With the recent things we have seen happening in Hamus and what has happened to our prices of fuel, Honorable Speaker, it's very important to look at alternative sources of energy. And one of the alternative sources of energy is LPG gas, and therefore we are incentivizing investment of at least 5 billion shillings in this particular sector for petroleum gas storage tanks and related infrastructure in Kenya. I thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
I propose the question that Clause 55 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. The Honorable Wundo.
Chair, much as I support the amendment, but Honorable Chair, the figure of 5 billion, or even if it's 2 billion, is excessively high. It means then we'll never have any local participate in this industry or enjoy these incentives. Is it possible, Chair, you can review the amount of investment required to make it much acceptable and affordable to a common mwananchi, a common investor in Kenya. We should not always benefit the foreigners and let the Kenyans themselves have no such tax benefits. It's not fair, Chair. Chair, so plead with him, we consider reducing the threshold.
The Chair of Finance Committee, there is a proposal, a request to you by the Honorable Chair of Finance Committee.
Honorable Chairperson, in as much as I appreciate the remarks by the Honorable Undo, investment in LPG gas is very expensive, and therefore having a threshold of 2 billion shillings, for example, as proposes, will be defeative. The minimum you need to invest in a plant for LPG manufacturing is at least 5 billion shillings, Honorable Chairperson. So the risk of reducing this is where we have manufacturers that produce something else and they claim, Honorable Speaker, that they are producing, for example, LPG gas, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, honourable members. I now put the question, therefore, that clause 55 be amended as proposed. The Honourable Karoli, what is...
Many members may not know, but this clause is a clear example of what state capture is doing in this country, where public decisions are being made for private interest and not for public good. Let us be fair. There should have been a declaration of interest from the executive as to who is putting an LPG gas facility that requires tax exemptions.
Is there a member in this House who has those interests that you know?
Yes.
Could you please name them?
Mr. Speaker, no, we need to get to the bottom of this. We all know what I'm talking about.
I put the question now that clause 55 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will have no opinion say aye? Will have no opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 55 as amended be part of the bill. Will have no opinion say aye? Will have no opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
New clause 55A.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time.
Honorable Chairperson, I do propose that this clause 55A be now read a second time. Honorable Chairperson, allow me to explain what this amendment is about. When this Honorable House passed the Affordable Housing Act, they gave the responsibility of collection of housing levy to Kenya Revenue Authority. So Kenya Revenue Authority collects affordable housing levy and remits it to Affordable Housing Board on behalf of Affordable Housing Board. However, Honorable Speaker, the law did not give KRA enforcement powers for this affordable housing. And therefore, we have got very many employers who are deducting housing levy from the employees, but they are not remitting that particular deduction to the Affordable Housing Board. So though this House has done in a previous amendment, is in the amendments we did yesterday on the Kenya Revenue Authority Board, is to give Kenya Revenue Authority enforcement powers. As a result, therefore, Kenya Revenue Authority has additional responsibility to enhance enforcement and make sure that those that are not remitting actually get to remit. The rate that we put as agency fees for Kenya Revenue Authority for the amount of money they retain after they collect the housing levy, the law says up to 0.5%. And therefore it was observed that agency fee is very low, and therefore the proposal is to increase it from 0.5% to at least 2%. However, again I insist, this does not affect the rate at which Kenyans are paying affordable housing levy. It does not change the rate of affordable housing levy. What it does is allow Kenya Revenue Authority to retain up to 2% of the housing levy they collect, so that in line with the extra responsibilities we gave them yesterday of enforcement, Honorable Chairperson. So it's very important, because I saw, Honorable Chair, some media houses reporting that we have changed the rate of affordable housing levy from the current rate to 2%. Far from it. There is nothing like that. And those media houses should be very embarrassed to misreport and disinform, Honorable Speaker, on those particular matters. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time. Honorable Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to support this and say that the tax collector must be paid, and that this levy is justified, Honorable Speaker. But Honorable Speaker, even as I do that, I want to go on record, because I'm an odd member in this House, that what we have done with the 47 Clause A is unprocedural. The government was scared of being defeated, and will still defeat.
Order. Honorable Mbago.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But on this issue of housing levy, we really charge so many people in the Kenyan tax bracket component who do not even require these housing facilities. I would suggest that even if you are charging this housing levy, it should be directed to people who require these houses. Because there are so many people who have their own houses and they don't require this housing, affordable housing in this.
All members, I now put the question. What is out of order, the Honorable Junet? The Honorable Junet, what's out of order?
Huh? Chair, my colleague here is talking about the housing levy. We are not discussing the housing levy in this amendment. We are discussing the agency fee for collection so that KRA can get more money as an agency fee. So I know you came late and your eyes are not looking good.
Members, there's a further amendment. The Honorable Wamboka, what is... Yes, you have the mic.
Chairman, let's debate with the decorum. It is unfair for Honorable Junet Mohammed, my leader, to imply that the Honorable member has come with something in the eyes. Honorable member.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that's what he said. That he came late and his eyes were not looking. You can confirm from the Hansard, Honorable member.
The order.
We must treat...
Order. The Honorable Junet, the Honorable Junet. The Honorable Junet. Order. The Honorable Junet, did you say that? No. If you said that, proceed. Order.
Mr. Speaker, I did not say that.
Order.
I did not say that.
No, sit down. Honorable, just sit down. The Honorable Junet, you and I have been in this House since 28th of March 2013. You don't do that. And if you... Order. This isn't a joking matter, and I don't want to go to order. We don't have time. I don't want to go back to Hansard. If you said that, order. Proceed and withdraw it. If you said it, if you didn't, because I'll go to the Hansard. If I go to the Hansard and you said it, I'll throw you out of the House.
Chair, first you did not hear what I said.
But we have the Hansard.
And you are talking as though you are sure that I said that.
So what did you say?
I did not say. Say.
Okay. We shall order. We shall proceed. I will check the Hansard as we go on. If you said something against a member of parliament, of course you know what will follow. We shall proceed as I check the Hansard. Let's proceed. Honorable Majority Leader, go ahead.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I want to support that amendment. I just wanted to correct what Honorable Junet has also corrected. That one, because I saw one of the media houses, Honorable Speaker, when the committee tabled their report, one of the media houses actually misreported this aspect, and I think he's a journalist maybe who didn't get it the way it was captured in the committee's report. This amendment, Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from the Honorable Member for Dagoretti South, who wants to put words in my mouth that it was deliberate. And I don't want to judge the journalist because they misreported one of the broadcast medias. This amendment, as the chair has said, Junet has confirmed, has nothing to do with the housing levy. It is the agency fee that KRA is given. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, if you listened when the chair was moving the bill for second reading, he said part of the amendments that he has are those that will help KRA get more resources to be able to mobilize revenue. And I support.
The Honorable Chair, you have a further amendment to make?
ministry.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move a former amendment. So a further. Honorable Chair, I beg to move a further amendment.
Go ahead.
So when you read the text, it says Section 11 of the Affordable Housing Act is amended by deleting that paragraph. Expression up to 2% of the monies to the collector of the collection of the levy as may be approved by the Cabinet Secretary for the time being responsible for the National Treasury on the recommendation of the Cabinet Secretary responsible for matters of housing. So I beg to move further that we add the words of the Cabinet Secretary, we add the words responsible for matters of housing. I beg to move, Honorable Chairperson.
Honorable members, you've heard. So the import of what he's saying is that the levy will be up to 2%. It could be lower, but it will be recommended by the CS in charge of housing. Now, before we vote on this matter, Honorable Junet, you want to say something?
I can see my colleague, we were with him in Azimio chair, has taken offense on what I said. I did not mean to impute any improper motive on him. If he feels that I put improper motive on him, I withdraw and apologize to him, Chair.
That is now Junet. The other one was not Junet. That is now Junet. I know sometimes your tongue may slip. And when your tongue slips, you should be able to say, my tongue slipped and I apologize. That's the way you work in this house. Now, honorable members, I now put the question that the new clause 55A be now read a second time. Honorable members, I'll take that again. I now put the question that the new clause 55A and the further amendment thereof be read a second time. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now propose the question, members, that the new clause 55A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 55A be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Stamp Duty Act, Cap 480, Clause 56.
All members, I propose the question that Clause 56 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that Clause 56 be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Road Maintenance Levy Fund Act, Cap 427, Clause 57.
All members, I propose the question that Clause 57 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that Clause 57 be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
All members, I propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. There being no amendment to it, I put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
All members, I propose the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that Clause 1 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this particular amendment is just seeking to align the commencement dates for the various provisions provided in the various acts on this bill, Honorable Speaker. In the various provisions in this bill, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I propose the question that Clause 1 be amended proposed by the chairperson. I now put the question that Clause 1 be amended proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that Clause 1 as amended be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. All members, we have come to the end of the Committee of the Whole House on the Finance Bill, Bill number 24-2026, and now chance to call upon the mover to move for reporting. There's no recommittal on this particular bill. Mover to move for reporting. The Honorable Kaluma, order. Go ahead.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 and its approval thereof with amendments. Honorable Speaker, as I move this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all members of this House who have debated this particular matter in a very professional way. I want to sincerely thank the members of my committee who has done a very good job in terms of the amendments. I want to thank our secretariat that have worked extremely hard to make sure that all those amendments have been processed and we have given a good report. I beg to move, Honourable Chairperson.
Honourable members, I now put the question, which is that the Honourable Kaluma, order. The member for Homa Bay Town, you are a member of this House, you know how to move for recommittal. You didn't do that, and you can't do it now. You are out of order. Honourable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I must also join the chairperson in thanking you so much for being decorous, being principled on these matters of finance bill, and I think we've shown the country that you can disagree, we can put our opinions openly out there without having to do things that Honorable Karuma is now trying to do. Thank you. Order, members, we now move. Order. Members, if you have your order paper, this evening we have two committees. So we move to the next bill, which is the Committee of the Whole House on the Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026. The Honorable Chair of Budget Committee is around. Good. So let's proceed.
Schedule.
All members, I propose the question that the schedule to the bill be the schedule to the bill. The Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that the schedule to the bill be deleted and replaced with the following new schedule, which is captured in the order paper.
Members, I propose the question that the schedule be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget Appropriations Committee. I now put the question that the schedule to the bill be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget Appropriations Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that the schedule as amended be the schedule to the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 3.
Members, I propose a question that clause 3 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, don't order. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, you have amendments to this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I'd like to move that clause 2 of the bill be amended by deleting the words 2,187,580,892,628, appearing after the words the sum of, and substituting therefore the words 2,188,892,628. Thank you.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 2 as amended be part of the bill. Will have many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
Members, I now propose the question that the title be the title of the bill. And there being no amendment, I put the question that the title be the title of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
Members, I propose the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. And there being no amendment, I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have those of opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now call, that marks the end of it. Order, members, order. The Honorable Makali Mulu, the Honorable Kaluma. Be clear of the aisle. The Honorable Chairperson, move for reporting, because this is the end of that particular bill.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question.
Chair. Let me take it again.
You want to take it again?
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you. All members, order. Order. All members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the appropriation bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and its approval thereof with amendments. Whereas many of that opinion say aye. Will have those of opinion say nay. The ayes have it. So members, that marks the end of the two bills in the committee.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, we start with the finance bill. Call out. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Chair on the finance bill.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026, and approved the same with amendments.
Yeah. Mover. Kimani.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the Committee of the Whole House. And Honorable Chairperson, I want to reiterate that Kenyans that doubted that Committee of Finance and National Planning will not carry out extensive public participation, and that public participation was exercised in futility. I hope they have seen the work that the committee has done. The views of the public mattered in our report, and we based our report solely on the views of the members of the public, in where we felt that they had reasonable grounds. Honorable Speaker, we have agreed with them. It's also important to say, Honorable Speaker, that even in our report we have identified, we have made replies to all those people that did submit to us their views. We have replied to them on why we agreed with them, and for those that did not agree, with them, we have also written to them and explained why, Honorable Speaker, we did not agree with them. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and request the formidable leader of majority, the great member of Parliament for Kikuyu constituency, to reply.
To second.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to reply, and as I reply, Honorable Speaker, to second.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I think we are all a bit tired now. It's been a long day since morning. And as I second, Honorable Speaker, let me take this opportunity to, in a very special way, thank all of you members from across the aisle, those in the majority, those in the minority, those that the Honorable Junet has referred to with other descriptions, all of you, because you have done very well. You have done very well for the people of Kenya. We have transacted business all the way from second reading yesterday to the third, the committee of the whole house in a very mature manner. And I pray, Honorable Speaker, that this is the way we will be transacting business and allow every member to be heard. Because when you allow your colleague to be heard, you also get an opportunity to get heard. And Honorable Speaker, we all here represent different shades of opinion. And we can never all be aligned in thinking. But it's a question of you listen to me, I listen to you, and at times we compromise. And that is why, Honorable Speaker, even on what we were going for division on, after consultations we compromised. And that should be the spirit. Allow me again also to thank you, because, Honorable Speaker, we introduced our sitting this morning. And we asked you to be here this morning at 10 a.m. to help us transact with the business that are budget related. We have just finished with the supplementary appropriations 2 bill with led by the chair Atandi. And I must thank you because we are all here on time. And it is now 8:15 and you are still here. It is a great job and a job well done for the people of Kenya. I thank you and bless you all.
Thank you, honorable members. Before I propose the question, I have sat behind here since I left the chair, watching the proceedings, and it can be summed up by one Kenyan who is a harsh critic of this house, who sent me a message, and he said, "I am shocked at the maturity of the house today." Remove the shock and maintain the maturity of the house. Because we have conducted the proceedings this afternoon and this evening with tremendous industry, tremendous respect to each other, candor and banter of debate in the house. And I want to salute all of you. I have watched proceedings in many comparable jurisdictions, and I can assure you this house is as good as any parliament anywhere. And all of you who have made contributions, who have voted, who have engaged in boisterous arguments, some offside, some onside, have done a wonderful job this afternoon. I encourage you to keep it up because, as we say, those who are majority will have their way, those who are minority will have their say. And whatever we say is part of the process of legislation. And Kenyans want to see, want to hear, want to appreciate that they send men and women, the few of you here representing 55 million Kenyans, making decisions that affect them in their daily lives, making hard and difficult decisions that must move our country forward. As your speaker, I feel very proud this evening that sitting behind here, I have seen all of you. I have not seen sometimes what we veer off to engage in what V.I. Lenin would have called infantile disorder. I didn't see any infantile disorder. I just saw members of parliament, even some who hardly debate here, today were unusually active. And that is the way as it should be, because every dog must have its day. I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Can I put the question? I now put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Mover. Mover. Mover.
Honorable Speaker,
Kimani? Kimani?
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be now read a third time, and I want to ask the Honorable MP for Cases, the Honorable CP Julius Ruto, to second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Thank you, honorable members. You know, even making faint attempts to call a division is part of debate and it's part of the House traditions. You know, when we were young people in school, you sat in class next to a student who quite didn't know what was going on. So when the teacher asks a question, he keeps on raising his hand half-heartedly, so that he appears to be participating in the lesson. When the teacher picks Robert Mbui, then he raises his hand as if he had known the answer. But if the teacher picks him, he will be at sea. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be now read a third time. I put the question. I'll now put the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2026 be now read a third time. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Order, members. Order. I see on your feet, nobody has claimed anything. Yes, when you rise on your feet, the standing orders require order. That when you this is a learning curve for many of you. When you rise on your feet to claim a division, you add on a claim for the division. So go ahead and lay the claim. You have the numbers. We'll ring the bell, but before the bell is rung, I want to instruct that in the interest of time, you will have electronic voting. Everybody get your card. Order. Take your seats. Take your seats. Order. Order. Order, members. Order. You have the requisite numbers. You have the requisite numbers for a division. I have granted the division. The rules of the House says the Speaker will decide whether you have electronic voting. In fact, that is the first point of call. Where we have any difficulty, then we'll allow those assisted voters. My direction is this. In the event you don't have your cards, the office is open. I'll ring the bell for 10 minutes to organize yourselves, have your cards. We'll do electronic voting so that we don't spend 30, 45 minutes on something we can do in 5 minutes. Yes, Robert Mbui. What is it?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know, we have done very many divisions in this House over the years. And probably I have no objection to what you have said. But Mr. Speaker, one of the things we want is to know who has voted in what direction. And so, Mr. Speaker, I'm requesting that after the voting, we...
Order, Robert Mbui, take your seat. Robert Mbui, order. Order, honorable members. Robert Mbui, you are here as a member for Kadiani, and you will vote as a member for Kadiani. You are not here to lord over or superintend over any other member. Each member here is here with the dignity and the respect of those who elected him to come here. And each member has only one vote. It is not your business to know who has voted in what way. Cast your vote, so will the member for Bumula, so will the member for Kikuyu, so will the member for Ugenya. Ring the bell. Yes. Yes, Baba. Yes. Yes, Baba. Eh? Yeah. Kadi zinapatikana watakuonyesha.
I was requesting if we could dispense with the appropriation.
No, acha tumalize hii kwanza.
Well, good evening, and you have been following the National Assembly proceedings this evening, a time when the National Assembly chambers or members of the National Assembly have been considering two bills, that is the Finance Bill 2026 as well as the Appropriation Bill 2026 at the Committee of the Whole House stage. And the members managed to consider those amendments. Reporting for the approval of the bill with amendments also was done. However, as the bill was about to move into the next stage, that is the third reading, a division was acclaimed. And now the members managed to attain the number requisite for that particular division. That is with regards to the finance bill. So that particular number for the division stage means that the members of the National Assembly will be going into division regarding whether the bill, that is the Finance Bill 2026, be read a third time. Remember, that is the last stage. After the consideration of the bill at the Committee of the Whole House, after which also amendments were also considered and adopted or dropped depending on the decision that the members of the House took at that particular point. And of course, now the Speaker has directed that the division shall be done electronically. This is for the members to be able to vote on whether the bill be read a third time for the bill to having been concluded or to be concluded with at the level of the National Assembly. However, that awaits to be seen once the division starts. And this is as provided for in the House Standing Order number 70, that unless the Speaker, for the convenience of the House, otherwise directs, voting on a division in the House shall be by electronic voting. And when the Speaker directs that an electronic vote be taken, the division bell shall be rung for not more than 10 minutes, and the House shall proceed to a vote at the expiry of the 10 minutes, or such further time as the Speaker may, for the convenience of the House, direct. The Speaker has, as you have been following the proceedings, has directed that the quorum bell be rung for the 10 minutes, and also directed members of the National Assembly to be able to ensure that their cards, or rather they have their cards, and be ready to take a vote on this particular bill or on this particular division. So members have been directed that in case their cards have issues, that they ensure that those cards are rectified, so that once this process of electronic voting starts, then there may not be any mishaps regarding that particular process. During electronic voting, members shall cast their votes by pressing either the yes, no, or abstain button. At the expiry of 5 minutes, or as soon as the results of the voting appears on the indicator board, the Speaker of the chairperson, as the case may be, shall announce the results. However, before we get to this particular stage, once the 10 minutes division bell lapses, the Speaker shall call the House to order and also direct that the doors be closed and the bars be drawn, and for the members to take their positions or take their seats and get ready for the voting on this particular stage of the bill that it has reached now, just the last stage, the Speaker had read out to the members of the National Assembly on whether the bill be read a third time. And of course, through acclamation, there was the ayes and the nays. And a number of members stood acclaiming division. And that number reached the threshold for that particular division to be called. And of course, that is what has led to this particular point that the House is at this point. Consideration of the Finance Bill 2026. Right now, the division bell is underway, a 10-minute division bell, just for the members of the National Assembly to be able to put their cards in order. Those who have been having issues with their cards have been directed to be able to find out from the ICT department.
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Take your seats. Honorable Mawade, take your seats. Order. Honorable Mawade, go and take your seat. Take your seat, Mawade. Order, members. Order. Honorable member for Embakasi South, take your seat. You have not been called as a teller yet. Take your seat. Members, take your seats. Order. Sergeant, can you confirm if there are any more members taking cards up there? Whips, Osoro and your counterpart, are your members all back? Those who went to get their cards, I don't want to lock them out. Are they all back? Sergeant, pardon? Yes. Okay. I'll give you the 1 minute. Who are you waiting for? Tell them to come in. We're about to lock. Order, members. Order. Order, members. I think we now have, according to your whips, members have gotten their cards on the back. Honorable members, I have been advised that the following will be the tellers. For the ayes, Robert Bukose. For the nays, Julius Mawade, MP. Yes, Janet?
Mr. Speaker, you know, in the House we have majority and we have minority.
Yes.
Voting is secret ballot. Nobody knows who's going to vote yes or no. The minority of the minority cannot lead us. These are minority of the minority.
So who is your teller?
My teller is Kaluma.
No. Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Chairman. No.
Order. 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 Robert Mbui, take your seat. You are seated. Honorable members, Peter Kaluma is a member of my panel, so I will not allow him to be a teller. Secondly, Honorable Junet, I would advise you to let this pass. Let Mawathe be the teller. So Mawathe and Pukose, order. Members are now ordered that the bar be drawn. The doors be locked. Because there will be some members who don't have cards will come to the court. Yes, Junet, sorry, Ichungwa.
Honorable Speaker, you know we cannot argue with your decision, and the leader of minority has conceded to his deputy to appoint the Honorable Mawathe. But, you know, the leader of the Wiper Democratic Party is my good friend. And Robert Mbui is also my very good friend. I wanted to advise Robert Mbui, you probably would have nominated the Honorable Makali Mulu, who is a seasoned economist and very well educated and very good in numbers.
Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. You know we are doing electronic voting. In electronic voting, actually the duty and the role of the tellers is moot, because they must be seated where they sit to vote. The only time that they can be of minimal relevance is when we are having assisted voters who may not have their cards. But first, the presumption is everybody has a card. Number two, I've been advised by my technical team that those of you who had already logged in with our cards, don't remove them to log in again. But in the event you have removed your card, then you log in. You will not be disadvantaged if your card was already logged in, because it will function anyway. So will everybody ensure that your card is logged in? Owen Bayer, what is it?
Be the procedure.
Order, Owen Bayer. It's very clear that you are not listening. I said, once we finish voting, and I want to advise you members, be like, you know, in the Bible, there were 10 girls going to a wedding. Tano wapumbavu, tano werevu. You know the story. Werevu walibeba extra oil. Wabumbavu walitarajia kuomba mafuta. So when you come to this chamber every day, carry your card. Carry your card. Oh, and I'm not addressing you, I'm addressing the House. Because I didn't say mupumbavu, I said wapumbavu. You are not plural. So having logged in, you still want to say something?
Right to vote.
Just wait. Everybody will vote. Once we finish electronic voting, there are those whose cards may malfunction. There are those who, like Elisha Odhiambo, has come to tell me that he's not able to get his card. Eve Obara has told me she's just arrived and she doesn't have her card. Those in that category, order, Those in that category, once we finish electronic voting, you will come and register here. Okay? No. Order. Mwafrika, take your seat. Be ready now. I'm going to call for the vote. Be ready. Honorable members. Clerk, are we ready? Eh? Do you need to do that? It's not necessary.
Just 60 seconds.
Eh?
Just 60 seconds.
Pardon?
60 seconds. They should not vote now.
Yes.
Take attendance.
Order. Yes.
Let them not vote.
Yes.
Let them visit this.
Okay, order. Order. Kagusha, don't be excited. This voting will take a minute. Clerks, are you ready? Just wait. When I say now vote, you all vote. But wait, I've not said so yet. The clerks are getting the screen ready. Are we ready? We're ready? Now vote. Take your seat. Wamboka, take your seat. We'll come to that. Eh? Order. The law requires that when you are voting, you must be in total silence. Sit down. Are we done? We'll come to that. Kiambati, si tumemaliza? Hatujamaliza? Yes. So we call those who may not have voted. How do we know? You have the list. So go ahead and print. Honorable members, order. The voting is over. Order. Honorable, take your seats. Honorable members, I thought my communication was very clear. I said, P.S. Mulyungi, stop raising your hand. I said, for those whose cards may have malfunctioned, or the case of Elisha Odhiambo and Eve Obara, we'll give you an opportunity, a few minutes, to come here and register your vote physically. And this will only be done because knowing how sometimes we conduct ourselves, even honorable people can be dishonorable. They will print the list very quickly. When you come to record that you didn't vote, they will check against the list. If you didn't vote, then you are allowed to register your vote. Pardon? Kiambati, are you ready? Okay. Those who believe, because we also may have cases where you voted but you don't believe that your vote was recorded. Don't come and crowd here. Elisha Odhiambo and those who may not have voted, queue along here to come and be ticked here. Those who are voting yes, come through this side. Those go to the other side. Those who are voting no, come to this side. Order, honorable members. All the rest who voted remain in your seats and in silence. Order. Order, Mukunji, take your seat. The rules say, we not discontinue your phone call. The rules say, order, members. Order. Honorable Engineer Kiragu, are you coming to vote? If you are not coming to vote, take your seat, remain silent. That's what your standing orders say. Okay, clerks, go ahead and act quickly. A member who votes, you go around and go and take your seat. Naika, take your seat. You're out of order. Mawadi, what is it?
We are voting. Don't stop shouting. They are voting without the list. No, we are using a list. No, they are voting without the list.
I will have the final word.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. They are voting without the list. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir. Go to your people. Without the list.
They have a list here.
No, please. This is the Bunge list.
We will cross-check with. Rosa Boyu, take your seat unless you are coming to vote. Order, honorable members. Order, Nguna. You voted, take your seat. Elisha Odhiambo, having voted, go and take your seat. Hillary, is this Hillary? Take your seat. I will give you an opportunity after all this. Take your seats. Harakisha. Order, honorable members. Kainan, go take your seat. Waitan, take your seat. Take your seats. Osoro, lead by example. Take your seat. Go take your seat. Honorable Kagusha, you are out of order. Take your seat. You are a former speaker of an assembly. You know the rules. Clerks, harakisha, harakisha, harakisha. Honorable Ngogoyo, you are out of order. Take your seat. Member for Naivasha, you are out of order. Take your seat. Have you finished? Wanjiru, you are out of order. Take your seat. Umemaliza? You are out of order. Order voting in silence. Take your seat. Oh. Have you reconciled? Mumemaliza nyinyi? Reconcile quickly. Wamemaliza. Mwafrika, you are out of order. Take your seat. Is this Honorable Nyamita or who is this? Is it Nyamita? Honorable Nyamita, you are out of order. Go take their seats. Order, members, take your seats. The tellers, go back to your seats. Take your seats, Mawade. Order. Honorable Mawade, take your seat. Honorable members, the vote is done. We've taken a little longer than I expected because the results of the vote are as follows. On the third reading to the finance bill, the ayes, electronic vote 103, manual vote 19, total 122. The nays, electronic vote 36, manual vote 4, total 40. Order. Abstentions nil. So the results, the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the laws relating to various taxes and duties and for matters incidental thereto.
Chambers, let me make that communication first. Order, members. Order, members, before we go to the appropriation bill, draw the bars now. Honorable Wanjala and Honorable Sunguya, who locked yourselves out, you can now walk down and come back to the chamber. Order. Honorable members, take your seats. We are still... Before we go to the appropriations bill, honorable members, allow me to convey a message from the Senate on the passage of the count allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2026. Honorable members, pursuant to the provision standing order 41.4, I wish to report to the House that I've received a message this afternoon from the Senate regarding the passage of the count allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2026. The message conveys that the Senate considered and passed the count allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2026, on 17th June 2026 with amendments. The bill, which was published via Kenya Gazette, supplement number 107 of 30th April 2026, seeks to provide for the equitable allocation of revenue raised nationally among the county governments for the year 2026-2027 and the responsibilities of the national government and county governments pursuant to the said allocations. Having passed the said bill, the Senate now seeks the concurrence of the National Assembly in accordance with the provisions of Article 110(4) of the Constitution. Honourable members, noting the critical role of the bill in the funding of the operations of devolved units of governance in the country, it is imperative that the House considers the bill on a priority basis. In this regard, I have directed the clerk to schedule the bill for first reading during the next sitting of the House. In the meantime, the bill is hereby committed to the Budget and Appropriations Committee for consideration in terms of provisions of Article 110 and 114 of the Constitution. The committee is required to prioritize consideration of the bill and report to the House on Tuesday, that's next week, 23rd June 2026, with appropriate recommendations to inform deliberations by the House. The House is accordingly guided. I thank you. We now go to the appropriations bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, and approved the same with amendments.
Mover. Mover. Atandi.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36.
You finished?
Not yet.
Go
Honorable
ahead.
Speaker, I beg to move that the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026 be now read a third time.
Thank you.
I also request the Honorable Leader of Minority, the Honorable Junet Mohammed, to second.
Junet, second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Members on their feet, take your seats. Take your seats. Honourable members, I now propose the question which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I put the question. I now put the question which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Do those of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Mover. Sorry. Mover.
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 Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, have we done the third reading? Sorry.
Clerks, you must help the member.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Yes, Atandi.
But I've already done the third reading. I've already done the third. If we read it third time, I already did that. Honorable Speaker, I've already done that.
No, you haven't. Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, be now read a third time. And I also request the Honorable Junet Mohammed to second. I already did that.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honourable members, I now propose the question order. I now propose the question, which is that the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, be now read a third time. I put the question. I now put the question, which is that the Appropriations Bill, National Assembly Bill number 36 of 2026, be now read a third time. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to authorize the issuance of a sum of money out of the consolidated fund and its application towards the service of the year ending on the 30th June 2027, and to appropriate that sum and a sum voted on account by the National Assembly for certain public services and purposes.
Honourable members, yes, Junet, you have something to say? Honourable members, we did pass a motion that will sit until we finish priority business or until the end of the day, which is midnight. In my estimation, we have finished priority business. I now ask you to be upstanding. Honourable members, the time being 9:20 p.m., the House stands adjourned until Tuesday, the 23rd of June 2026 at 2:30 p.m. For those who are going to watch football, I wish you a good time.
Order, members. We have the numbers.
Okay, the quorum has been attained. Allow me to hand you over.
Let's call out the order. Halt the ringing of the bell.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Leader of majority. Represented by the Honorable Chepkonga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Majority Leader, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Thursday, 18 June 2026, the morning sitting. Number 1, Auditor General's Performance Audit Report on regulation of pesticides in Kenya. Number 2, reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the years ended 30th June 2021 and 30th June 2022, 30th June 2023, 30th June 2024, and 30th June 2025, and the certificates therein in respect of the following schools: Finjaro Mixed Secondary School, Mandera, Friends School, Kikai Boys Secondary, Bungoma, Honorable Khalif Girls Secondary School, Wajir, Kabuabua Girls Secondary School, Tharaka Nithi, Nakami Friends Secondary School, Trans Nzoia, Namilama Secondary School, Bungoma, Our Lady of Mercy Girls High School, Magundu, Tharaka Nithi County, Ringa Girls High School, Homa Bay County, Senior Chief Adano Girls Secondary School, Wajir County, St. Joseph Lumboka Memorial Secondary School, Bungoma County, and finally St. Monica Bukakolo Secondary School, Bungoma. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Very well. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
We have a few to be requested as on the order paper. We'll begin with the member for Suba North. Honorable